Hello and welcome to a new Thrive Themes tutorial in which we will go through the steps for setting up and using an API connection with WebinarJam. The reason for why you would want to make this connection is mainly for allowing your website's visitors to sign up for your upcoming webinars. So make sure to follow this video until the end to learn how to do that. First off, log into your WebinarJam account and go to your WebinarJam dashboard. Here, make sure you're on the My Webinars section, and as you can see, I already have a webinar created right here, but you can add one if you want from this blue Add Webinar button. Then click on the Advanced button next to the webinar for which you plan to create the API connection, and a pop-up will open from where you can copy the API key. In order to do that, just click on the API Custom Integration, and as you can see, the API key was displayed right here. You'll need to paste this key in your Thrive Dashboard API Manager, which we will access in the following minutes. Now go to your WordPress admin dashboard and click on the Thrive Dashboard section, and on this page we're going to scroll down and look for the API Connections card. Once found, click on Manage Connections. Now here we are going to add a new connection by clicking on the Add New Connection button, and as you can see we have a drop-down list here, and if we open it we can see the full list of available integrations. So scroll down to the Webinar section and then click on the WebinarJam Studio field. Here you will have to paste the API key previously copied from your account. Once you've done this, click on Connect and you will see instantly a success notification. If you click on Done, 3 additional options will show up in this WebinarJam card, and you can basically test, edit or remove the connection anytime you want. So now that your connection is ready, you can go on and set up your opt-in forms for your lead generation elements or your lead groups through which your visitors will sign up to your webinars. So in other words, what you can do is connect your opt-in form from your website to the service that you have chosen, in this case WebinarJam. And to do that, you can either use Thrive Architect with a lead generation element or use Thrive Leads. First off, I'm going to connect the lead generation element from Thrive Architect. So for that, I'm going to go to the Pages section of my WordPress admin dashboard and then open the page on which I want to create the connection. Once the page has loaded on the screen, click on the plus sign from the right sidebar and look for the lead generation element. When you find it, drag and drop it to your page to the desired location and then choose a template from the template library. Then, as usual, the options of the lead generation element will appear in the left sidebar, and if you're not familiar with this element, make sure to check out this comprehensive article, which I've linked in the top right corner of this video. Moving forward, for this type of connection, you need to make sure that the API option is selected right here next to the connection section. And next, in order to start actually setting up the integration, click on Add Connection button, and from this drop-down list, select WebinarJam Studio. Now you have to select the mailing list from the next drop-down that appears. This is basically the mailing list which is registered to your upcoming webinar that you have set up in your WebinarJam account. I already have mine selected right here, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on Apply, and this will take me back to the main options sidebar. Now that the API was successfully created, you can start setting up the remaining options, such as form fields or what happens after the visitor subscribes through your form. As you can see, you can set what fields you want displayed and how they should be displayed. Some of the templates of the lead generation elements might support certain fields and others might not, but this is all depending on what template you have chosen. You can add new fields if you want, or you can just edit or remove the already existing ones. Now we're going to go on to the next step, which determines what happens after the user has signed up on your opt-in form. So you can, for example, choose to redirect the user to a custom URL, or if you want, you can choose to display a success notification. If you want to find out more about how to use these options and how to properly set up this element, make sure to check out the article we have created about the lead generation element. Once everything is done, make sure to save your work by clicking on the Save Work button. And this is it. These were the steps for creating an API connection with the help of a lead generation element. Next, I want to show you how easily you can connect your WebinarJam account to Thrive Leads. For that, you need to go back to your WordPress admin dashboard and then in the Thrive Dashboard section, click on Thrive Leads. This will take you to the Thrive Leads dashboard. Find the group that has the type of opt-in form you want to connect and click on it to expand it. Now you can see that I have here a list with all the form types that I've added for my WebinarJam integration. So I'll just go ahead and select the one on which I want to work on. And it's going to be this ribbon right here. So I'm just going to click on Edit, and this will take me to another list with all the ribbon types of forms. I only have one here set up for this example, but you can add more if you want from this Add New Form button. Now click on the pencil button to start editing the design. This will open the form in the Thrive Architect editor. What you need to do here is look for the lead generation element within your form, and as you can see, mine is right here, and just select it. And this will trigger the main options in the left sidebar. So from this point onwards, the process is identical with the one I already explained in this video for the lead generation element. These are the ways in which you can set up your WebinarJam integration with one of your opt-in forms. I really hope this tutorial was useful to you, and as usual, please make sure to check out all the other tutorials that we have created to get more familiar with Thrive themes and all of our products and features.